Hey guys, this is Sandra. We're doing kind of an informal video today. To be honest, I'm kind of worn out from editing Chloe's last video, so I'm thinking about making these kind of loose videos more of a thing on the channel. Because I'll be honest, I keep a list of video ideas on our phone, but a lot of these I'm not really able to make into a full video. A lot of times I'll combine a couple of these into a video, but I think this might also be a nice place to just do a couple of those ideas. So, I don't know, welcome to Jamie Talk. So the thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is, what does this look like from the outside? I know, it's kind of a weird thing to muse on, but, I don't know, Claudia says I'm really concerned with appearances, and to a degree she's right. But I think people have pretty limited awareness of how they are perceived by others. For example, I think that a lot of us seem pretty different on camera, or at least we fall into little groups of people who seem similar. I would say that Camilla and Audrey seem pretty similar, and me and Dice seem pretty similar, and probably Susan and Leona too. But I saw someone say in a comment on Discord, but then you see systems like the Alexandrite system where it's not always super obvious who is fronting if you're just shown an out of context clip. I mean, it's probably just because we know our system better than any random person watching the channel, but to me, it's usually pretty obvious who's fronting. And that's what I mean, where I have no outside perspective of how this looks because I'm on the inside. I mean, it also probably helps that I edit these videos for at least an hour a week, probably 2 or 3. Hell, I mean, Claudia's video took 7 hours of editing, at least. So when I'm looking back through selfies from 2 years ago and I find a random picture of Camilla, I can tell that's Camilla just because of the faces she makes or whatever, because I look at that all the time. And I guess that also kind of gets into the thing of how is it perceived when we switch or when it's not me? Because singlets, I feel, no matter what they actually say, view me as default at least, if not the real one. I often wonder what people would think of me if they met Claudia first or if they met Camilla first. And there are definitely people out there who have met one of them first. I'm sure people from high school probably know other people in the system better than me. And I don't know, to a degree, it's is this weird from the outside? Does this seem weird? Not even in the sense of oh, it must be weird to live that way. More is it weird to see someone suddenly be a different person? And I mean, I know some of our fans can tell the difference between us, because on one of our live streams, Dice was out, and people could tell that I was starting to blend in. Is it funny to see other people's traits in other people in the system? I always find it funny when I see Claudia and Susan have similar like movements or similar ways that they talk, because it's it's such sisters or whatever. Then I don't know. There's the negative side of it where it's is this sad to people on the outside? In multiple ways. Do people see it as I don't know, I guess tragic that we're so fucking fractured or whatever? Or when we have one of the kids on camera, is it sad to see a grown up body act like a child? When some of our friends meet Sunny, is it ever hmm. Here's the thing, I think that before you put a name to it, people deal with it a lot better. Sunny used to be really close to one of our ex-girlfriends. And this was before we found out about the system, 7, 8 years beforehand. So I'm sure from their perspective, it was oh, Sandra is just, our nickname, whatever. I'm sure that they're just acting a little silly or a little childlike. Let's play along, let's have fun, and they're in a silly mood. Let's just relax with that. Or, Sunny used to be really afraid of the dark, and that girlfriend came up with an anti-monster spell for them, which really helped them, and it was cute. And the fact that they helped in that childlike way, I don't know, it says that like subconsciously they were able to deal with this better than some of the people who are like in the know now. I don't know. In some ways, I think it's probably silly to care about this, but I don't know. I guess my question is, what does this look like from the outside? Like, how do you guys perceive us? Does this question even make sense? Anyway, this has been Jamie Talk. Um, our mom got us these jammies recently, for her birthday. Um, I asked for some like summer pajamas because a lot of the kids in the system are uncomfortable with the way that we sleep, and just wanted something to like lounge around in that wasn't clothes. So we got a few pairs of cute jammies. These ones are pandas. Um, they have pandas on the shorts as well. Thanks for watching this chill video, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.